Hello, hi, this is Agita, otherwise known as Sweet Revenge, otherwise known as Ebony, because that's my real name. Anyway, I'm Wolf Therian. I'm wearing fox ears today because someone borrowed my wolf ears and I'm quite upset, but I spent ages making these, so I thought I might as well wear them. I'm wearing my collar today. Anyway, on a more serious note, I'd like to share with you some personal experiences about my therianthropy, and this may or may not apply to other people, but that's just my opinion. So how I describe myself, I describe myself as a therianthrope, meaning animal person, drawing from the Greek terminology. The word lycanthrope simply means wolf person, which is fitting too, that it's become so commonly used for, in pop culture to mean Hollywood werewolf, and I don't really want to associate with that. Yes, I wear fuzzy ears, but it doesn't mean I want to run around saying that I'm a werewolf. So, how does this belief manifest itself in everyday life? I'm constantly in part human, part wolf state of mind, but to varying degrees, depending on things like mood or outside stimuli. Sometimes I feel more wolf-like than usual in my perception or my thought processes than others, in which case I describe that slide in mentality as a shift. I occasionally feel phantom parts, like I feel ears, and for the sake of keeping said ears out of the way, people swatting hands over my head. And when, you feel the wind blow through them and stuff, because I get sensory feedback from these hands, I find it important to protect them, you could say. And having these physical fluffy ears, more or less where my phantom ears should be, kind of makes things make sense to me and myself, and to stop people from bashing into them by accident, and to kind of shield them from the wind. The most annoying thing is the fact that these phantom ears can swivel, but my real ones can't, so when I be hearing a loud noise or something, one ear will be, cocked towards it, the other one is kind of in the same place, so it's like I'm hearing it from two different places at once. It's kind of confusing. Yeah. Tail too, so please don't sit on it, or anything like that, so where I wear my tail, it gives people a leeway. How do I indulge my belief? Some shifts are involuntary. These wolf-like desires or urges that I'm conscious of, that I know I want to do. Sometimes I can choose whether I want to indulge that or not. And there are some times where I just do it, and then someone will tell me what happened. Or several people will tell me what happened afterwards, and I'll be so embarrassed, like, oh god, I sniffed that person again, or I started digging that spot again, I started chewing on that again, or something ridiculous like that. So I can choose, in some cases, whether or not I want to act upon these urges. Usually in the company of close friends who know about my therianthropy, respect it. I can allow myself to lick and muzzle, rub up against loved ones, or set to head scratch, or tummy rub. I'm not tummy rub. You makes me so happy. On topic. Sometimes it's best to let off steam than try and suppress these things, because you're just going to get cranky. Just like how you shouldn't hold in lots of rage. Suppressing shift for long periods of time can end up making it very stressful, and more likely to not be able to control myself in like a stressful situation where I might revert to a wolf mindset. I don't know if it's a self-preservation type thing. And to avoid that happening, I find it much easier to just be myself, especially around people who know about the therianthropy and they don't mind. Yeah. Family and friends. Family don't know, except my grandmother. I prefer to keep it that way, because I don't think they would understand, or they think there's something demonic about being an animal inside. Yeah, but most of my friends refer to me as the wolf, or they'll introduce me to new friends as, this is my friend, she's a wolf, type thing. They understand that for me, being a wolf isn't a game or an obsession with animals, unlike furries who just like animals a lot. Because my favourite animal is a horse, believe it or not, even though sometimes I'd like to eat them. I think they're lovely. I am completely not obsessed with horses. I'm enamored with them, but I'm not a horse. There is a difference between really liking an animal and being one. I think my grandparents can confirm that I acted quite animalistic right from the get-go, to be honest. I had an interest in animals growing up, but I was aware that I wasn't that animal. I think my favourite game is to kind of crawl around and be a lion, but not a lion. It'd be quite cool if I was a lion, and my screensaver's gone up again. But I'm not a lion. Yeah, I can't help experiencing life as a wolf thinking about it. It's there whether I like it or not. And I seriously doubt people can suddenly become a therian, or just stumble upon the word and suddenly discover that they are a therian, because it's such a major part of yourself, and surely you would just know. And it's more a matter of you knowing to begin with and trying to find others than like stumbling upon random people on the internet and deciding that that's you, because that's weird. It's just latching onto something for the sake of it. Not to sound holier than thou or anything, but hey. It's hard to find therians together, to be honest. It doesn't matter how many people you find in the forum, I don't know. There just seems to be an awful lot more furries who are willing to meet up. And once they're in the suits, a lot of them have this unwritten rule that they don't speak and act animalistic. That's fine with me, because I can shift my little furry heart out and do what I like, and no one will find it weird. Which is great. Yay. So, hanging out with furries is good for that therapeutic aspect, but it's difficult because I never quite understand what it means to really feel like you're in the wrong body. I don't idolize wolves, or just am a wolf. It's not always fun. One thing I really hate about people is they associate any kind of physical closeness with sex. Because being a wolf, I like to lick people and nuzzle them, and I like scratches. I like scratches just behind here. I love it. But humans tend to associate everything in like sexual contact kind of way, and you know, unlike a lot of furries who seem to like fluffy butt sex, I don't. I just want to be cuddled. Someone please scratch me. Yeah, have I been ridiculed for my beliefs? Yes. But, you know, there are lots who appreciate that I am quite a mature person and, you know, kind of intelligent for my age. And, you know, I have a rational way of explaining life. I think it's a psychological thing. And I make an effort to differentiate between my animalistic and human behavior. I think I'm quite introspective. I'm not just going to roll with this and just run around saying, well, that's it. Accept that. And if people want to challenge me, because it will force me to think about myself even more. I think therianthropy is far more believable in a lot of strange New Age beliefs. I'm an ordinary earthly animal. I'm a Mexican wolf. I'm not into strange spiritually things, guides, totems, shamans, and that kind of thing. It all just confuses me. Actually, I'm a very ordinary person, apart from the fact that I'm a weird gothic deleted thing. So, that's just me. I'm Agita, Ebony. I'm a Mexican wolf. And that's it, really.